Hello once again guys, welcome back to yet more Let's Play Penumbra Overture. Alright, we're starting this part off behind that, after we've done that steam path thing, as I'm wanting to try this again. Because I do think it's something to do with in here that I've got to do. I do think it is. I think it's something to do with that vent cover that I kept trying to hit and nothing happened. Now this fella. Does I stand on it? Come back to it. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with that. That's my theory. Still thinking there's anything anywhere else that we can really go in this place. See, that's not going to work. There's like another vent somewhere that I'm missing. Is there? There is not. Sure you can guess what that is. That's my phone. I forgot to put it on silent when I started recording, but oh, there we go. Should have done it, and I didn't. I'm gonna save. Just break the bloody thing. Dynamite? No, that's not gonna work. Bolt cutters? No. Oh, that works. Bastards. Well, that explains why I can't get into this place. Yeah, I'm never going to get out that way. Can I just move this? Seeing bolt cutters. Can I jump in this? Let's push it along. Let's push it along. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't jump into it. What the hell's this? Smaller pieces of that worm I saw earlier, or just a juvenile. Hundreds of new paper clipping thing on his wrong button. No, not that one. This clipping. Ooh, 1974. Increased sea traffic causes local concern. Inhabitants of a small village in the relatively desolate northwest have been reported witnessing uncharacteristically large volumes of seaborne traffic over the past 6 months. The northwest Greenland is virtually uninhabited by modern standards, containing just 0.1% persons per square kilometre, 1/3 of the national average. Sea trade has dropped off dramatically since the closure of the northwestern lead and iron mines in March 1972. The mine itself ceased operation due to massive structural failure, following an apparently accidental detonation of standard mining explosive, where all 47 workers were assumed killed in the blast. Bodies were not recovered. Right, so now we've sort of got an idea where we are. In the northwestern lead and iron mines. Now locals are complaining of noise pollution caused by a high and steady volume of ships clearing close to shore. Unfortunately, in order for any form of official inquiry to be undertaken, the registration codes of the ship in question must be recorded, and since villagers claim that ships only travel under cover darkness, this may be a difficulty for the ongoing quest for justice. Nunvat? Should have had something about him. Never mind. Nothing. I don't know what an annelid is, so I'm going to bother attempting telling you what it is. This. Nothing. Oh, newspaper. Nope. Apparently nope. That's what I'm supposed to use it for then, mind you, but... What's this? Overhead projector. It's badly phased. It looks like a close-up view of some species of annelid. Looks like a worm. Looks like a worm. No, nothing useful there. I'm putting off using that. I don't know what's going to happen when I do. Door's locked, something stuck in the keyhole. Ah, I know how to solve it. I've seen it in a TV show once before. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face. He is terrible indeed. He watches the men writhe and turn. Still, father looks on. Something vital in his hand. Not dead yet, I suppose that's true. Anyway, I know how to solve this. I've seen this done a few times, as I said. Put your paper there. Grab the screwdriver. Stick it in the keyhole. Grab the paper, and voila, we got a key. I just remember seeing something like that on a TV show once before, so that was... Oh god, it's the worms again. Like somebody's been collecting them. There's that paper. A rockworm study. These are biomedical journals of Dr. J. Peters, MSc, PhD, completed between the dates of 30th of March 1969 and 1st of January 1972. Again, the Northwest I Mine with the permission of the Delta Mining Corp. The genus Rhyacophila, commonly the grey rockworm, to investigate the abnormal presence of the Cadis in the green lock method, collection of samples, if indeed it can be identified correctly, standard stage testing, observation and dissection. Upon arrival of the facility, I was immediately stunned by the sheer volume of fauna that finds way of life down here. Despite the conditions, in general, one would assume that species whose natural habitat is past a certain depth would find the intrusion of human activity too great a threat to remain in place. However, almost the exact opposite seems to be the case in this instance. It is curious that certain areas of the mine appear to be entirely without life of any kind, yet other deeper areas are teeming, and where the situation permitting, I would embrace this opportunity to commit further time to the study of these organisms. However, the purpose of my stay here shall continue to be the genus Rhyacophila. Me. Ah, finally some writing paper. Look at me, just using that pages to scroll down whatever comes into my head. Ah, what is this stuff anyway? Some kind of research paper? No matter. Paper all the same. I can finally record what's been happening down here for, I suppose about a year now. Must be near the end of 2001 by now. Huh? I wonder when Christmas was. No matter. Too tired to write down. We'll rest a little first. Professor? Okay. The collection process has been far easier than I anticipated. The setup of the artificial environment for the rockworm went without a hitch, and the specimens themselves are so abundant as to make them keep it out for more challenging than containing them. They're all of healthy size, perhaps even beyond recorded size, and I can only assume that this is due to some lack of natural predators down here. 3 adults in artificial habitats, 2 larva infants are dead. I've been down here for 2 days now. I was meaning to record events every day, but was too busy securing the area. I've used some supplies from the old mining system to warm myself in here. It seems as safe as a place as any, so those things should at least stay put for a little while. To that end, it seems like I've had a pretty lucky stumbling here. All this old research is about something similar to what's been hunting me ever since I escaped the shelter 4 days ago. Don't get me wrong, after what they did to me back there, I'd rather be facing anything else, and after almost a year of fighting for our lives, we didn't really stand a chance anyway. I don't know how many are left inside. But this is good. These notes might find some way to fight the things. The rockworms that followed me here. I don't know how they knew I was coming, or how they managed to follow me in the dark. But maybe I can work that out now. I found some old newspaper clippings. I guess they're referring to this mine. I had no idea it was so old, so big. I can see now why they built that facility here in the first place. A lot of history buried down here. It worries me though. We'd been resting all our hopes on rescue from one of the scientists who escaped right near the start of it all. He got out almost as the chaos began, so we figured he might have made it out and brought help, but maybe me and Tim are due the same fate. I must record what's been going on, give the world the answers it needs so it doesn't fall prey to what's been released down here. But first I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here, and work out how to kill these worm things. Again back to the Professor. Jesus, this is going on for ages. The creatures are indeed larger than had previously been recorded. The juveniles seem to be still growing, far beyond their natural limits. Although the adults have now expired, I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan is of this particular subspecies. The worms seem to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extremely sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock in the same way that the human eye senses beams of light and processes it into spatial images. The natural prey is insects smaller than themselves, and heaven help those insects, because the worms are vicious. He's wrong, they have no sense of smell. Today I attempted to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movements vibrations, which could explain how they can see in the dark. Damn! There's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm on their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them outside the wall. As an extra precaution, I've locked myself in the smaller study area, connected to the main lab room. If they get through that wall, I doubt this door will stop them, but it's better than nothing barely. Getting back to the Professor. This subspecies of genus Rheacophila is highly adapted for its environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it would quickly destroy the existing rockworm population, and soon after that, the population will grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given its increase in size and lifespan already, due to unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 or 4,000 years, could grow up to a further 3 inches, making it a total of almost 1 foot long. However, should these conditions change, or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur far more rapidly. I'll say, thanks to that big sod. It's the 5th day today, and I swear that I have begun to surround my location. I can't tell whether or not they have breached the wall I built, but I am certain they have entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intended to record here the events of the past year, in the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained, or driven away. Now I realize I could write it all what I wanted. No one will ever make it down here to read it. Should I write this down? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is, I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. I have tied a noose. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take my life. A bit creepy that was. Nothing in here. Come on, open it. Go this way. Nothing in there, I don't think. I don't really want to, but... Habitats. What's that? It's like brilliant. Did I not carry that? What blood? There's a switch. Bloody hell!
While you hunt for those delicate, melt-in-your-mouth mousy morsels, there are places you should not go, for fear of death. The Reaper lives here, just like you and I, and just like you and I, he must ingest the living flesh of those less fortunate than him. There is a small place that I do not want you to visit, even on your holidays, because it is dark and evil place that I've been. When the darkness has overwhelmed my small decaying mind, some bad things have flowed from my mind, and through my pen, the brilliant blue ink itself seemed to turn to blood into my grace. And by the way, should you turn peckish, red is at its finest sautéed with a little engine oil.
Right. Where's that banknote? Let's see what happens. Ah, good. 1371. That was weird. Very weird indeed. Well, let's try and get out of here. So we're going to run back to the storage facility. And hopefully get that done in this part as well. Well, that was interesting, very interesting. It was definitely creepy and all. So where are we coming? Where's this going to lead us? It's going to be... This is handy. So I have 12. So just follow the path along, taking lefts. Look, the first one. First one. This way. This way. This way. I doubt that's going to hold the dog back. 1, 3, 7, 1. Hey, we're through. We're through. Probably not the best place to be, but... What? Just don't look at the dog, because we're going to end it here. So as always guys, a very big thank you for watching. and we'll see you later on for yet more Let's Play Penumbra Overture. So bye for now, guys.
It's becoming rather uncomfortable here. How far away are you? You cannot be far. I am held captive by a wall of stone in the northeast of the mine. As in any drama, there are many roles to be played. You must act the scientist in mixing potions, act the renegade in plots of destruction. On your travels for the tools with which you will fashion my rescue, you may discover the place of my last meal. Be careful. The shiny, solid floor of water is not as solid as it seems. Poor Red was almost swallowed whole. The two foolsy men who plummeted into my domain have long since departed, though not I expect from whence they came. I ate ravenously of biped meat that day, but Red promises feasting only began when the man became pungent, when the stench of life had gone, and only the sweet aroma of decay remained.
Yeah, he decided he wanted to talk at that point, I know. Alright, here we go again. As always, guys, a very big thank you for watching, and we'll see you later on for yet more Let's Play Penumbra Overture.